Greetings, family. It's Empress D, obviously in nature. It's super cold, but that's not gonna stop me. It's the rising. I've decided to come out nice and early today. I hope everybody's good. I hope everybody's doing the same, carving out time for a bit of nature, as well as self-care, self-development. As I'm here, I'm just thinking back. I'm thinking back to 2020, and I'm thinking back to um, how everything has transpired, right? Um, there's no doubt in my mind that what we're going through is something that we're supposed to be going through. The, those that are in the know study the stars, right? They say millionaires do not study astrology, billionaires do, right? There's a lot of people that are super successful, a lot of businesses that are super successful hire astrologers to help guide them in their business transactions, because the people that are super successful recognize that the stars and the planets and the universe and the solar system, it's all connected in terms of what's happening above is happening below. So the reason why I bring it up is the conjunction, conjunction that happened December 21st, 2020. Okay, it was a big old thing. And I remember, a lot of people, especially, you know, a lot of people thought that, oh, that day is when our DNA is going to change and we're going to be able to levitate and fly. Clearly, that didn't happen. But I think that that date and that event was super significant. So for those of you that don't know about it, is on December 21st, 2020, there was a cosmic phenomenon that that happened. And so Saturn, um, which is obviously a planet, and Jupiter were so close together. And that obviously doesn't happen regularly. It's not something that occurs regularly, that planets are so close. But Jupiter and Saturn were conjuncting, so super, super close on that day. And I remember it was a significant day. My children, we came out to nature, and then we also tried to view it. But where we live was super cloudy and we weren't able to see it. But yeah, and it's significant because of what each planet represents. So Saturn is a planet that represents uh, the hidden, um, fear, control, deception. Those are all qualities that Saturn represents. That planet represents those qualities. And if we think about it, our planet Earth, has been ruled by Saturn energy for the longest, right? A lot of fear, a lot of secrecy, hidden stuff, guilt, negative, lower vibrational frequencies and emotions is what's been governing our planet for so long, right? And contrastly, Jupiter is a planet that represents the love frequency. So basically, it's super significant that those two planets conjuncted, right? Now, those that run this planet are well aware of astrology, okay? And so if we look at things and we look back, those that are in the know knew that this conjunction was happening, knows what it represents, knows everything about it. And so those that are in charge, that are in the know that this is coming, they have to do something they have that knowledge so that they can do something in response to it. Now, let me say this. There's a lot in the spiritual community discuss that conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn marks the transition from going from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius. Okay, now apparently that conjunction birthed that. The age of Pisces, similar to what we were talking about, ruled by Saturn, deception, uncertainty, all the things that we've just discussed. And of course, the age of Aquarius is represented by love, right? The love frequency. And so, though, what it is, that event is super significant in that it's demonstrating that the planet is evolving, okay? Evolving from one frequency and one energy to another. And so those that are in the know, those that study astrology, know that this is coming, right? And so with this conjunction and with this birth of a new age, the age of Aquarius, it means that the planet will not be the same, right? It'll be vibrating on a different frequency. The way that I understand it is that Earth is ascending, meaning that it is raising in terms of frequency. And so those with a lower vibrational frequency won't be able to tolerate that higher frequency, or won't be able to exist in that higher frequency. And so what if those that are in the know, those that know astrology, those that study astrology, move based on astrology, and those that are in charge of the planet and making all of these decisions and moves that humanity has to follow, what if those people know that this conjunction is knew that this conjunction was happening, knew that Earth is ascending, knew that the vibrational frequency is getting higher, and they created something in order to distract people from coming into their true selves, right? Coming into that love frequency, coming into that Jupiter energy. You know, what if this whole thing was designed and contrived to prevent people from ascending, right? These are just things that I think about sometimes. And it's in the spiritual community, I guess it is something that we are discussing, right? This is all happening for a reason. And if we really sit back and look at it, you know, there is talks, it hasn't been confirmed, and I don't know that it would ever be confirmed, that the novel coronavirus is manufactured, right? As far as I know, the virus has parts of the SARS virus, parts of HIV in it. So it's thought to be a manufactured virus. And if this virus is manufactured, then chances are it didn't mistakenly leak out of a lab, right? Family, just food for thought. I really think that this time is super significant. And I know that a lot of people may not recognize it, but I am certain that everything we're going through right now is for a purpose. And so that's why I am making sure that I am doing things that is going to keep me in alignment with a higher frequency. And I'm trying to encourage everybody to do the same, right? I think if we really honestly look back at how life was pre-pandemic, although hey, you know, we had so-called freedom to move about and do what we want and not wear masks, how much freedom did we really have, right? We are tethered to a job to make sure that we earn enough money to be able to survive. And the way that things are set up is that job takes up most of your time, right? And for most of us, the money that we make, it's enough to survive, but not to thrive, right? And it's almost like it's designed that way, right? That to be on a kind of a hamster wheel. They call it the rat race for a reason, right? Work 9 to 5, commute an hour each way. That's 10 hours of your day. You got to sleep for 8, right? So they say 7, 8. So that brings us to 17, 18 hours. That leaves 6 hours. 6 hours for making sure that you're taking care of yourself, for meditating, for preparing healthy meals, for exercising, for spending time with your loved ones. Like, it doesn't leave much time for self-development, right? And I feel like it's all set up this way by design. But my intuition tells me that when this coronavirus pandemic hit in March of 2020, they said that we were going to be living in a new normal, right? I think the dawn of the coronavirus pandemic was the end of life as we knew it, and life will never be the same. Just my thoughts, family. Anyway, I really hope that you guys are going to take the time to get outside today. And I hope that you guys are doing one thing at least every day that's going to better your existence, okay? Anyway, I really love and I value each and every one of you, and I thank you for taking the time to listen to this message. One love.